what are my perks and this general setup for Arc and Ricardo. So thank you for inquiring. Now, this is his stat sheet. This is the post patch, by the way. So I did have to retweak the perks that I used for him. Okay, so let's get into the gear. I used mana attack. Now you could go with mana attack, but because I use Laius in my team, I'm able to get mana faster, so I just stick to 1 mana. His gear is all attack speed, attack crit damage. You can exchange maybe an attack or a crit damage for 1 lifesteal if you'd like. Now looking at the bonus, you can see I have attack speed here, over here, crit damage on the earring, crit in the bottom, which gives me 89.5 on the stat sheet, but after factoring in the crit bonus that you receive from a healer and from his light, he goes beyond 100%. Now, as you know, a lot of people are running the crit resist on their perks, so which means you have to run higher crit, higher than 100, because the cap on crit is 200%. So looking at his perks, T1, attack, and HP. Now you need accuracy because of the magic blockers from knights, if they're using Madame Bronzemere, from priests who have a high magic block. Crit damage. Now with the Transcendence 3 perk, nothing really stands out from his skill 1 and skill 2, but his skill 3 and skill 4, if you want, I used to run this perk, but because you have Scarlet who can just take away your suicide shield, it doesn't really make sense to go with either of this perk. But this makes a lot of sense because you want for this to activate without having a sigil. So there's 2 ways you can place a sigil on your opponent, is through his skill 1 and from his unique. Every 10 seconds it places a sigil on someone. But if you want to benefit into having extra damage from his skill 2 or skill 3, they have to have a sigil on them. Wait, Ma, I'm making a video. I'm making a, can you give me a second?
Sabi ni Darren ako.
Okay.
Pero ayusin mo dito.
Mom!
Ano?
I'm making a video.
Oh.
1 sec lang, okay? Where was I? Skill 3, you don't need a sigil if you are running this perk. Okay, there we go. So that's his Transcendence perks. As far as the artifact goes, sometimes I run a golden cat statue. Sometimes I run an angry pumpkin head, or even Judgment of Light bracelet to get more accuracy, because if you add the accuracy, that's 300 plus over here, so you're looking at 70% extra accuracy, so the chances of getting magic blocked is greatly reduced. Okay, so that's Arc for you. Another person asked about Ricardo, who is naked at the moment, who has his stuff. Sonia does. Okay, take all of that out. Oh, got a comment there. Okay, I will answer that after this video. This is my setup for Ricardo in the arenas. Okay, let's go with a stat sheet. running a lot of attack speed, a lot of MP, so that he can skill 3 or skill 2. He can use his skill 2 for Epis, for Luna's, because Luna can still be very dangerous in the arena. Let's look at his gear. Thank you, Ming Wei. I'll have to see what he's up to. So attack speed, the crit doesn't make sense there. I'd prefer that you put a lot of HP and attack speed. Okay, got some MDef. Over here, PDef, P-dodge. So attack speed here, HP makes sense. The crit doesn't make sense. CC resist, that's good. CC resist again, that's good. Attack speed, and again, the crit doesn't make sense. So try to go for HP, attack speed, physical block, and physical dodge. And then on the runes, got HP here and magic dodge here. You can also put this instead for more MP recovery every time you get damaged. Okay, so again, his attack speed is at 144%. Transcendence. Okay, this is the one that I was using. So I'll start with the T1. HP, and instead of crit resist, you could either go with defense up, but because I use Mediana too, my crit resist, especially against physical, is 300 plus 200. So we're looking at 50% already. So I would go with crit resist. You could either go with excellent strategy for CC accuracy, especially if you're running Scarlet, or you could go with Battle Cry for more HP, but I wouldn't advise to go with Experienced Fighter. That's more for PvE. And well, if you want to be more tanky, you could go with the Shield of Protection too, but I'd go with excellent strategy if you are a Scarlet user or if your team is running a lot of debuffs. On his Transcendence 3, his skill 2, this effect cannot be dispelled. So as long as you pop this, you don't have to worry about Scarlet, you don't have to worry about Leo, or if they have that silence artifact. You can just pop this, right? And it's smooth sailing from there as long as you have high HP. And then his S3, I like with the 2-second duration, because once it hits the back line, this stun, okay, 2 seconds plus the how many seconds are we looking at here? Stunning them for 4 seconds, so we're looking at 6 seconds stun when you use skill 3. So I like using Divine Judgment. And last but not least, 30% is really high with a 2-second stun, but then again, I like to be more tankier, especially with the post update, right? We have more HP now with 15%, which is pretty good. So that's the build that I'm running now with Ricardo post patch and arc. I don't know if I went with the runes. So crit damage, crit, your standard damage runes. And that is it for the 2 characters. Thank you for inquiring about the setup. And if you have any more questions, leave it down on the comment box below, and I'll be sure to answer them. And I'll see you in the next one.